We want to show Maradona's most famous goal, one of the most famous goals in the World Cup. Of course, it came against England in 1986. Let's have a look at it from an attacking point of view. If you're in the 86 team, you might want to go make a cup of tea, actually, now, because it's going to be quite a hard watch. But have a look at it from an attacking point of view.
It was incredible, Poogs. I mean, you know, I dribble with nothing in my career. I've done anything close to this kind of quality. But the way he receives the ball, the way he just glides past players, it was like... It was one of them, even if he was at home, you'd be on your feet watching it. It was outstanding. Look here, he picks up a position here. And what he does, the awareness where he knows where people are, he has to take the first touch, he takes it away from Peter Beardsley here initially, and he sucks him in. And then the little drag back comes straight after that, there, where he knows spaces. And then he's onto the back 4.5-way line, and that big touch out of his feet, has to settle it down. Terry Butcher needs to show him one way, he just cuts inside him. And then this touch is the best thing about it, I think, because that's so hard to do. He could even finish it there, but to have the composure then to just sit Peter Shilton down, it was a work of art, mastery of a football, and one of my all-time favourites.
But people would have noticed the ball bobbling. The pitch was terrible. It was basically big sort of squares knitted together. You could see how hard to score a goal like that on that pitch.
Yeah, that's the problem when you're trying to compare Messi and Maradona and players of different eras. It's completely, it's nearly impossible because what he's had to deal with, the tackles he had to do, you can't compare them. You just enjoy what he was in that era, and he's an icon for the Argentinian people.
Right, what would a defensive coach say about it then, Gary?
I feel really bad here, actually, to be fair. The lads at home watching, if they are watching, and I'm battering them 36 years later for trying to stop one of the greatest goals of all time. I mean, look, you sometimes get beaten by a bit of magic that you can't do anything about, but there are 3 points probably where England's defenders could have done better. And I played with Peter Beardsley. Obviously, Peter Beardsley's there with Peter Reid, and you think that's the first foul there. You know, they don't know he's going to go and do what
Peter
he does.
Reid's 16.
Yeah, so he's gone now. He's out of the game. Then I think Terry Butcher, he probably has to try and show him outside and not let him back on his left foot. Again, I'm laughing while I'm saying it. And then Terry Fed, he's on a booking. It's 55 minutes into a game. He's on a booking. And Roy doesn't agree with it, but I don't think he can go and get sent off with 35 minutes to play.
I'm not saying go and get sent off. Go and tackle him.
No, I think once he goes past Peter Beardsley and Peter Reid, the defenders are in trouble.
And what the great players do, you just made a point. They dictate where they're going. People talk about show them nothing. They go where they want. That's why they're great.
Joe mentioned it before we came on air. Is there a similarity between Maradona and Messi in the sense of their height, their low centre of gravity, the way they can turn?
Yeah, I mean, all of the similarity. You're almost entitled to make the comparison because they are so similar in the way they played. Maradona, the only difference I feel in him is Maradona. I feel like he looked like, from the outside in, he looked like a leader of men. You know, in them moments like in the Saudi Arabia game when he could see his teammates faltering, you felt like Maradona might have been one of them players who can galvanise it. Messi's a different character, if you like, but both of their qualities are just out of this world. They're my two. If you're picking a number one and number two of all time, it flips between them two.